Hi you guys, it's Nikia, and it has been quite some time since the last time I did an update. So I guess this is going to be my 1 month postpartum. It's kind of hard to do updates weekly, and it's kind of hard. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard, and it's kind of stupid actually to do them weekly. I'm not knocking anyone who does them weekly, but a lot of things don't change within a matter of a week. It's very different from being pregnant. When you were pregnant, things changed. But like being postpartum, a lot of stuff, it's a really slow process getting your body back to normal. So there's not a lot that changes within a matter of a week. However, I have a few things to talk about today because it has been a month and it has been some time since I did a last update. So I have a lot to talk about as far as me goes and as far as Kaylee. Okay, so I'll start with myself. I'm still not at my pre-pregnancy weight. However, I have lost a total of 35 pounds. I gained a whopping 50 pounds while I was pregnant. Yes, believe it or not. Now the 30 pounds I lost in a matter of a week after having Kaylee. But since then, it's dropped. I don't know if it's because I haven't been breastfeeding or what the situation is, but I have only lost 3 pounds since then, and it's frustrating. But I know I didn't gain all that weight within a matter of a month, so I'm not gonna lose it within a matter of a month. I'm really happy that the fact that those 35 pounds did come off. However, I still do have 20 pounds to go to get back to my pre-pregnancy weight, and I don't really know what my goal weight is just yet, but I have quite some working to do. Breastfeeding, what was that for Kaylee's? Well, I'm not breastfeeding anymore. I did try. I dealt with the pain. It wasn't the pain that made me stop. I just wasn't producing a lot of milk. And I actually, at the lactation center, I don't know why I wasn't producing milk. I was doing both formula and bottle feeding. And I ended up doing mostly bottle feeding, formula bottle feeding. And my milk supply has stopped, like not completely, but it had stopped producing. I stopped producing milk a lot. And when I would pump, I would only literally pump like an ounce or two after pumping for like 20 minutes. So I went to the lactation center at the hospital, well, at the doctor, and they gave me these. They told me to go buy these pills. They're called More Milk Special Blend, Mother Love. You're supposed to take 6 of these a day, and I spent $21 on them and have been completely slacking in taking them. I don't know what my problem is. I don't know. So I'm totally giving up on breastfeeding. Excuse me. I'm totally giving up on breastfeeding. I'm gonna get ready to start just strictly bottle feeding, which I have been doing basically. I didn't go for a 6-week checkup. I'm actually 5 weeks postpartum. This week I made 5 weeks, but my doctor, the way they work, I had a 4-week checkup, and when I went for my 4-week checkup, they did a vaginal exam. Well, not really a vaginal exam. They just checked to make sure that my little tear healed properly. Again, I didn't tear pretty much nothing. She did give me stitches though, so that it wouldn't burn when I pee, or I wasn't having a hard time with it. And he said it looked awesome. She did an amazing job at repairing it, and you can't even tell that I tore. Even though it was just a little tear, you still couldn't tell. So he said I was good to go with everything. Still no vaginal penetration for 6 weeks, and don't work out for 6 weeks. I'll have to admit, I did not listen to the doctor, and I am actually working out heavy now just because I was very active before my pregnancy, so I know my body better than he knows my body. So I know that I'm okay to work out before then. Vaginal bleeding, I bled for a whole month, and then a couple of days I stopped, and then it started up again. Like, I started bleeding heavy, like almost like a period. So I didn't know what that was. If you guys know if that's normal, you know, the afterbirth bleeding to stop and then start again more heavier. When I called my OBGYN, they told me that since they started me on some form of birth control, that could be a reason. It could be a period. It could be just continuing bleeding. Like, it could be a numerous of things. They also told me that if it goes on for longer than 7 days, call and I need to be seen. Now, when I said birth control, I'm not on the pill that I was on before I got pregnant with Kaylee. I'm on, it's called Nora B. It looks just, it's a birth control pill. It comes in a packet like this. The only difference is there's no estrogen in it. The reason I got this pill is because I was breastfeeding at the time of my appointment. Now he told me to email my doctor once I'm done with breastfeeding so he can prescribe me the real pill. I said a real pill, but this is a real pill. But the difference is this doesn't stop me from ovulating completely. All this does is it provides some form of mucus blockage into my uterus to make it harder for the sperm to swim into my uterus and plant itself with the egg. So if I miss one of these, I can get pregnant, period. It's not as effective as Lavora, which is the one I was on before. Now I'm going to start taking that again after I email my doctor and find out when to start taking it and stuff. But that's pretty much it for me. Everything went good. I'm really happy with everything right now. So I guess that's it about me. I'll start talking about Kaylee. Hopefully she doesn't start fussing. But this is Kaylee. She's being a fuss butt this morning. No. She doesn't like to be touched. Hey. Here. She does not like to be touched. Look, I laid her back down and she is perfectly fine. She gets in moods like that sometimes where she just does not want to be touched. If she's just chilling, she just wants to chill. Don't touch her. Like, she's fine. She does not want to be carried. She does not want to be held. That's a good thing, but it could be a bad thing too. So I'll show you guys her like this for now. Wait, she does not want me to touch her. Say hi, Kaylee. She's getting so big. She is. We took her to the doctor. A 1 month checkup. She weighed a whopping 9 pounds, 5 ounces. My baby can eat, let me tell you. So she weighed 9 pounds, 5 ounces, and she was 23 inches long. No, she was 22 inches long. That's 2 inches more than when her birth. So she grew 2 inches, and she gained 2 pounds. So that's awesome. She's doing so good. She's so healthy. My doctor did say she was a very my doctor did say she's a very feisty baby. I take the blame for that because when I was pregnant, I was very, very, very feisty, and I had such a temper. She definitely got that from me. So ladies, if you're pregnant, you know the saying, don't stress, don't be angry, because every single emotion that you're feeling your baby feels is completely true. I was always one to say, oh, people just say that. Like, my baby can't feel what I'm feeling. That's impossible. But if you think about it, she's connected to you, literally. So every emotion that you're feeling, she really does feel. So she has a temper. She has a temper, and she's very feisty. And I definitely take the blame for it. She is eating still anywhere between 3 to 4 ounces at each feeding. Sometimes she'll eat 2.5, depends on how hungry she is. I feed her anywhere between every 2 to 4 hours. I don't really follow every 2 hours because she'll let me know when she's hungry. Like, she'll let me know. Like, you just know. It's hard to explain, but you just know when she's hungry. She does not poop 3 to 4 times a day. I would say at least between 1 to 2. And I was a little bit worried because since I'm not breastfeeding anymore, when I was breastfeeding, she was having a lot more bowel movements. And now that I'm not, she's not. So I was worried about it, but come to find out it's completely normal for babies who's having formula. I was also worried that she may be constipated, and she's so little right now, there's nothing I can give her, but, at each bowel movement, it's not, hard, it's loose, stool. So we didn't have a problem there. It just looks like she struggles to get it out sometimes. Sorry, this sounds like too much information, but I'm giving you guys the reality of what's going on with me and Kaylee. Her sleeping patterns are good. She sleeps in her crib for the most part. And when she does sleep in her crib, I've noticed that she wakes up more often as opposed to the few nights that I've let her sleep in the bed with me. Although it's a lot more easier and more convenient for me to have her sleep in the same bed as me, I don't do it as often as I would like to, just because she needs to get used to sleeping in her own bed and just for her safety. Yeah, but first night I let her sleep in the same bed as me, she slept for 6 hours straight, and I needed that. I woke up and I was so excited. So excited. But she's an angel for the most part. I love her. I love being a mom. It is everything that I imagined and more. Definitely tell you that much. It is everything I imagined and more. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? I think that's it. Me and Kaylee are doing great for, so far. She goes for her shots September the 9th. I'm not looking forward to that. I really feel helpless when I can't do anything to make, when I know she's in pain. It's just a really weird feeling. I have nieces and nephews, and I didn't get this feeling with them. It's like, it hurts me. Literally, it hurts me when she's hurting. When I had her and they gave her a shot before we left the hospital, I felt sick to my stomach. It's just a feeling. That's the mother instinct, So I'm not looking forward to that. And question for all of you moms who's had experience with girls, when is a good time to get her ears pierced? I'm planning on getting her ears pierced as soon as she turns 6 weeks, which is a month and a half. I think she's big enough. My sister has gotten both of my nieces' ears pierced around that time, and I read up online about it, and doctors' opinions and everything. There's not a set age at when you should get it. There's nothing wrong with getting it, just making sure that everything is sterilized. But just out of curiosity, what are some of you guys' opinions on it? When is the perfect time to get a little girl's ears pierced? At what age? Alright, so I'll show you guys my belly and the progression of my stretch marks. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. They've gotten lighter, so I would say the Moderna works. I'm almost out already, and it's only been 4 weeks, I think, since I used it, and I don't want to buy another bottle for $40, so I'm not sure if I'm going to continue using it or go straight to cocoa butter, but for the most part my stretch marks are lightening up. So I'll go ahead and show you guys those, and then I'll be done with this video. Okay. Stretch marks here. My belly hasn't gone all the way back in, like my belly button, and that dark line is still there. And from time to time I wear this band. I haven't been wearing it lately, but that's the band that I would wear to have my stomach go back flat. Alright, Oh, also, where is all of the moms at? Like, it's so weird. I feel so lost. You guys, like, being, like, I used to look forward to seeing you guys' videos every week and, you know, seeing what you're up to. It's just crazy. None of the girls, well, rarely, none of the girls that I followed who had their babies around the same time as me or were just a bit ahead of me or just a bit behind me are making update videos anymore. It's like once you had your baby, they're like disappeared. There's a few girls that still make videos weekly or monthly, but it's just so weird. And I miss you guys. So if you're watching this video, I would like to see an update from you guys. Let me know how you're doing. Those few girls that I watch and you know who watch me, they inbox me your Facebook information or something just so that we can like keep in touch. Call me naive, call me whatever, but I feel like we sort of got some sort of connection to each other um, over the past 40 weeks. I mean, yeah, over the past 40 weeks and so on. It's like, you know, we sort of developed a friendship watching each other almost. Call me weird, call me cheesy, whatever you want. But I would love to stay in contact with you guys if you guys don't plan on making any videos. So inbox me your Facebook information or your phone numbers or whatever you want. Inbox me and ask me for my information. I don't care. I would just love to keep in contact with you guys and see how you and your babies are doing if you're not going to be making videos anymore. Okay, so I will see you guys. I'm going to try and make an update next month. No, actually, I take that back. In a couple of weeks, I'll make an update. Promise. So, take care. See you guys later.